So we're just going to say, it is Pearl Harbor Day and we're happy to see you. How's that? I want to welcome Mayor Bushnell. Thank you so much for coming out. She has a job that's like a Pearl Harbor Day every day, I'm sure, in her office. But you love it and you do it extremely well. On stage with us today, in spot, we have Mr. Rolando Malvarez. And to be an in-spot generation, you have to play with one of the legends of the music business, members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This gentleman who's off our left was my mentor, he's my friend, he's my teacher, one of the original in-spots. He's known as a dancer, he's known as a stand-up comedian, or in his day it was called hoopah. He was known as a hoopah. That's what it was. And he's also Mr. Sonny Hatchet. Get going. We're going to play a bunch of old Ink Spot songs. Do you know why? Why? I'm glad you asked. Because there are no new Ink Spot songs. Did you know that? Well, Sonny's a real comedian, so we don't leave him with jokes. And if you're really nice, he may do some of his stand-up comedy routine. Throughout his career, he was known as a straight, clean comedian. And it was just he, his stuff is all clean and pleasant. And that one of the great things of working with Sonny is that we'll have a conversation. He'll bring up a name like Jackie Gleason, and he'll tell you 20 minutes about Jackie Gleason because he worked with so many people throughout the year. The first song I'm going to do for you this day is actually a new In-Spot song. We went in the studio back over the summer and recorded a song that we submitted to the Grammy Awards. It's a song that was a big hit back in 1952 for the Ames brothers, and we redid it. Sonny did some new vocal arrangements on it. And there's a video of it up on YouTube on the In-Spots Generation. It's not one of the CDs we're selling, but we have some CDs already selling later on over there. But we're going to try this one. This is the first time we're actually doing this in public because this is really written in the studio. We rehearsed it, and it's called, you all know it because you all loved it and you all made it a hit. It's going to be a hit again. It's called You. So we'll get our key here. You. Okay, because it's an Ink Spot song, you'll notice all Ink Spot songs start with a particular intro. We call it a cowboy intro. You're going to call it the Roy Rogers intro. But as Sonny's corrected me, the Ink Spots were the first ones to do this. One of many firsts that you'll see today. Thank you very much for being in the spot song, for being in the spot sing. Thank you. You're so very kind. hit for you right now, an Xbox hit, okay? This song went to number 1 in 1944, and I know you guys have been waiting to hear it. It's a little thing called Into Each Life, Some Rain Must Fall. Thank you so much for being so kind. Very happy. Gosh, going back about 30 years ago, I was fortunate. Rhode Island and I went to the same high school up in West Palm Beach. And I tell everyone I was the greatest drummer. My first instrument was drums. And then I gravitated to other ones. And I said, I was the greatest drummer in the state of Florida in 1980. I go, wow. Because our choir went to competition for all high schools, and we won first place. But big reason was this big guy right here, his vocals, and he took us there. And give him a round of applause. It's a round of What's funny is that we used to do this next Glenn Miller tune in our choir back in 1977, 1978, 1979. We won with it. Now, we're going to take you back to 1941, and we're doing a song called Chattanooga Choo Choo, which you all know we're doing for you, right? And I gotta tell you, now, normally being from a tough neighborhood like we grew up in, we didn't tell anybody back home that we're doing Chattanooga Choo Choo in high school, so we did it kind of quietly, and we did it in competition, but we're really glad for Miss Carpenter, who was our teacher at that time in choir, and she taught us the song, and we taught it at times when I sat with Sonny, we were trying to figure out the show. Sonny sat down, did some chord changes, some different things so we could make it work as an Ink Spot student, but because while Ink Spots became incredibly famous for their vocal arrangements, a little known fact that early on, they were all instrumentalists. They could actually play all the instruments, and they could mimic them with their mouths, and that's where all those great harmonies came from. So in this version of Ink Spots, because Sonny's such an incredible guitar player, we're going back to our roots a little bit, and we're playing a lot more instruments. That's why you see there's two guitars up here, because Sonny wanted to introduce that angle back as well as the comedy. And if you really say Sonny, he might do some stand-up comedy for you a little bit. But Sonny! Right now, we're going to play Chattanooga Choo Choo for you. Expand the band and bring in a woodwind instrument that would fit better with that era of music. We ran out of Craigslist, and Kerry called up. And I thought, okay, here's a young kid calling up. I'm going to explain what the Ink Spots are, who Glenn Miller is, and Ben Goodman. And here's what he said. He goes, I said, first, go to our website, look at all the videos, see if it's something you're interested in doing. And he did, and he called back and he said, I have one question. He said, what? Will we play any Benny Goodman songs? That's what he wanted to know. And I said, Sonny, I think we found our guy. Here he is.
Thank you very much.
Sonny, this brings us to probably the Ink Spots' biggest hit. And it's called If I Didn't Care. And so you want to say a few words about this one? Because this has paid a lot of bills and a lot of mortgage payments.
Yes, the young man who wrote this song had quite a few other hits to his favor. Now that excuse me because sometimes I get what you call a senior moment, and I forget. But yes, the wonderful Mr. Jack Lawrence. There are quite a few tunes that he wrote. I can't recall them all right now, just now. Hopefully you'll enjoy this one if I didn't care.
we call it our military medley. And this started. You want some water? I'm very attentive to the stars. I'm very attentive to the stars. This started because whenever I travel to go to LA and we'd start, anywhere and I'd see a soldier or someone, I'd always want to go over and I'd always want to thank him, for the service he did for our nation. And once when I did that, I realized not only the soldier was there, but his wife and his mother and father. And I kind of thought, and I thanked them. I told them who I was, and I thanked them. And I kind of felt like, how many times in a situation like that where you're in the military, the family serves with you. Your wife, your father, your parents, they're there with you every day. Actually harder on them because they can't protect you. They can't be in harm's way. They push you out of the way of some danger. So they're helpless in their home. So we did this military tribute not only to honor the member of the armed forces, but really to honor family members that support the armed forces. And this is our military member. Thank you. Ladies, please. The first song we're going to play is called Over There. And it's the theme of the United States Army. The United States Army fought with distinction in the Pacific campaign in World War II in places such as Bataan, Wake Island, and the Philippines. If you or a member of your family served the United States Army, please take this as our grateful thanks. This song is for you. Band, roll off. combat and had to evade capture to survive. The United States Armed Air Corps is also known as the ones who ended the war with their attack upon Nagasaki and Hiroshima. You are family members of the United States Air Force. Please accept our thanks. This is for you. Misunderstood and underappreciated. This is the Merchant Marine Service. They fought in all wars, in all oceans. And keep in mind, they did this in what is called unarmed vessels. They were out there by themselves with escorts from friendly governments, a lot of time all by themselves, sneaking around in the dark. Their theme song is called Heave Ho, the Lads, Heave Ho. And we recognize all family members and members of the United States Marine Service. Band, roll off. This brings us to our final armed service. Anybody know who we have not spoken about yet? Anybody? Coast Guard. Probably the most beloved service of the United States military. Whether they are rescuing hurricane victims, whether they're stopping riverboats so we can go actually play the game, continue the gamble, whether your fishing boat broke down and need to tow you back ashore. There's nothing like seeing that United States Coast Guard emblem overhead. As a matter of fact, when we work on cruise ships, you know you're back in American waters when their Falcon jet flies over and dips the wing. This is for the United States Coast Guard and all their family members. Band, roll on. He's here, don't expect too much. I'm not paying him anything to do this, but Mr. Sonny Hatchet.
Thank you.
That's the first joke.
Well, thank you very much. And I can tell from the warm way that you just received me that most of you got in for free. We want you to enjoy yourself this evening. We're playing the war songs and made me think of my baby brother. He would have gone to the army, but he had a terrible heart murmur. Kept saying, don't go, don't go, don't go. bald headed in the top. Things happen to you, you know, your life changes. I noticed something else about me. Now my nose runs and my feet smell. I mean, that's kind of backward, isn't it? Huh? It's amazing that children can be something, you know, what crime, corruption in the streets. And I love children. My sister has quite a few kids because of her religion, you see, she's Catholic. Yeah, they don't have birth control pills, man, but you call it rhythm method. The sister just can't keep a beat. I mean, she's densely populated. Her husband is afraid to come home and say, "What's new?" I spent a little time in Connecticut with them last year, and after coming off the road, I was really beat. Spending the night in the room with my nephew, I had taken my shower, put on my pajamas, jumped into bed. My little nephew came into the room, knelt down beside the bed. Can you imagine how guilty I felt? I'm a grown man. I've neglected to say my prayers. And there, this little fellow is down on his knees. Yes, my little nephew looked up and said, I'm sorry, you better get up from there. You better get up from there. He said, I'm going to be mad at you. He said, the party's around here on my side. It's wonderful. I love him. Took him to Sunday school. You ever listen to kids in Sunday school? Saying things like, Our Father which art in heaven, how do you know my name? Give us this day our jelly bread. That's one of the fellows said, where can we find God? The little boy said, oh, I know, teacher. We can find God upstairs in my house in the bathroom. She said, God, upstairs in your house in the bathroom? I said, yes, ma'am. What makes you think we can find God in your house upstairs in the bathroom? He said, because every morning I'm getting up and I'm getting ready to go to school, I hear my daddy yelling, good Lord, you still in there? I'm telling you, man. I love children, man. That's so beautiful. You know, I'll never forget my little nephew. We were last holidays. I was spending a little time with him. And his mother said, I'm going to go to the store and put him in bed and don't give him any water, you know, because he might have an accident. So I said, come on, Junior, we're going to go to bed. I'm going to put you to bed. He says, oh, can I have a glass of water? I said, no. Mommy said, no water for you. I put him upstairs and put him in bed. 5 minutes, he called me. Uncle Sonny, can I have a glass of water? I said, no, I told you you can't have a glass of water. Your mother don't want you to have any glass of water. If you call me again, I'm going to have to come up there and I'm going to spank you. 5 minutes later, he called me again. Uncle Sonny, can I have a glass of water? I said, look, I told you I'm going to come up there and spank you. He said, well, on the way up, could I have a glass of we're just coming through the hurricane season. Oh man, all over the country. We had tornadoes, hurricanes. I know we got about 12 years ago, we had this terrible tornado came through here. Remember? Huh? Demolished the Metro Zoo, it wrecked a lot of the animals died. God bless America, because a lot of people came from all over the country. We're down there just to try to reconstruct the neighborhood. In fact, one young man came all the way from Montreal, Canada. All the jobs were taken. And somebody said, go down to the Metro Zoo, man. You can get a job down there. It's only cleaning out the cages. The young man went down and applied for the job, but most of the jobs were taken. Feeling remorseful, he was about to go back home when one of the old cage attendants called him and says, come here, Junior. I might have a job for you. He said, you know, a lot of the animals died. In fact, he said what do you call it? The orangutan just died last night. And we don't have one to replace it. But we got a big monkey suit in the back. If you don't mind putting it on, we'll give you $75 an hour. So we can get a replacement. Young man, being unemployed, went in the back and got this big orangutan suit, and he got into it, and he zipped it up, and he started to go into his ankles. He wanted the job. There was a big rope hanging out in the middle of the cage. He jumped up and grabbed that rope and started swinging to and fro. He went so high, he went over the top of the cage. Landed in the next cage. the ball around, and he gets a hump in the back, and the hair standing up all the way down his back. This big, mighty lion got up off his haunches and started across the cage at the young man. Feeling for his very life, but not wanting to get out of the monkey suit, he looked back over his shoulder and he whispered to the attendant, "Open the door, man, open the door." And the lion stepped closer. He said, "Oh, man, open the door, open the door." And the lion stepped closer. He said, "Oh, well, somebody come here, quick, somebody, open the door, open the door." And the lion got right up on the back of his neck. If you don't shut your mouth up, we both gonna lose our job.
Funny, sunny, Alright guys, we have time for a couple more songs. We're gonna do something so you guys in a laughing mood. Here's something you can laugh at. This one didn't do so well for us. It only went to number 4. That's pretty good, folks. That's in the top 10. Where am I kidding? It went to number 4.